Drayda, man, I had one. Fuck up that boy. Drayda, man, I had one.
Alright, hey, Shalom, Shalom. Kohalor Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kodash. Once again, Kohalor Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kodash. It's the brother of all Gabar, the camp prophets in Babylon, Temple, Florida. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who do indeed teach and rule well.
Drayda, man, I had one.
Peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Alright, Jake or fake. Alright, this is concerning this artist here. Let me see if I can get a good pause right here. Here we go. Jake or fake. You know, this is concerning this guy, BLP KOSHER. You know, which this is a Jake all the way, man. You know, you can tell by his mannerisms, by his spirit, that this is a Jake. All right, and this is why you cannot judge according to appearance, man, how people look, because the Israelites have been scattered to the four corners of the earth. You have Israelites that look like Chinese, like they Japanese, like they're the so-called white man, like they Arab, like they you know, all the nations, man. But if the spirit goes back to an Israelite, then you are an Israelite, man. So you are an Israelite according to the spirit and according to the seed line, according to your fathers, all right? But you know, you had Israelites that had got with heathen women, and, you know, they had children by these heathen women. Their children had children by heathen women. Their children had children by heathen women. To where now the Israelites look like other nations, man. All right, so you cannot judge according to appearance of how people might look. You can't just look at a so-called, like while we're out there at camp, you just can't look at a so-called white man and say, oh, that's a white man, that's a white dude. Just because he has, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, pale skin. It could be a Jake, all right? Like, this is a Jake right here, man, all right? And you could check his music out, BLP KOSHER, and you're going to see it off the rip that this is a Jake, man. All right, so to open up, I'm going to open up with John 7:24. It says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. All right, so we are to judge righteously, man, and we are supposed to have righteous judgment concerning, you know, all things, man, especially concerning when we go out there teaching. You know, you can't just look at somebody and, you know, look at how he's dressed or how he's, you know, appears, you know, might be lighter skin, you know, might look like a Hamite, you know, might look like a Arab, and you just say, oh, well, you a heathen. You can't do that, man. You got to judge according to the spirit, all right? We judge by the spirit. And you watch this guy, like, I mean, just look at his mannerisms. Let me just play this video back. And by the way, copyright disclaimer, you know, this is just for educational use only. I'm not playing the music. You know, it's just a video, so hopefully they don't strike me.
Drayda, man, I had one.
You could just see how, you know, how he holds himself, how he moves, how he acts. You know, especially in the lyrics, the music. This is a Jake, man. You know, he appears to be like a so-called white man. And actually, I believe he's Jewish. All right, that's why he's got his name BLP KOSHER. I believe he is Jewish, you know, his background or whatever. But he really is an Israelite, man. All right. Most likely from the tribe of Judah.
Drayda, man, I had.
You know. But nonetheless, definitely an Israelite, man. All right, the Israelites have been scattered to the four corners of the earth during slavery, man. Let me grab that real quick. This is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So, you know, here in America, we're still in captivity. But during the slave trade, you had Israelites that were being sent off to Spain, to England. You know, you had China. You got Israelites everywhere, man. China, Japan. And these Israelite men, they ended up laying with the heathen women. And the children that came out came out looking like the mother, you know, might look like the mother, might look like a Chinese, but you are what your father is, pursuant to Numbers 1 and 18, all right? You are what your father is, man, all right? And even more so, it's by the Spirit. Let me grab this. And you can just tell by this guy's, you know, music that this is a Jake, man. Let me see. Spirit. This is a Romans 8 and 16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. So you know, when you go into camp or when you teaching this Bible, you can't just look at somebody and cast them off according to appearance. You can't just say, oh, you a heathen just by what you look like. You got to try the Spirit. You know, you got to get to know somebody, talk to somebody, ask questions. You know, try the Spirit by the Spirit, you know. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. That we are the children of the Most High. All right. So, you know, we are the children of the Most High. And we know by the Spirit, man. I mean, who has wicks? You know, who rocks the wicks, man? That's Jake. He got the goals in his mouth. You know, and King Solomon had goals, man. And Jacob is the former of all things, man. You know, the salt of the earth. This is the salt of the earth, man. This Jake got salt, man. You got rhythm, you know. Jake can rap on the beat, you know. Hanging with all Jakes. Got the wicks in his hair, got the goals in his mouth. This right here is a Jake, but you have these carnal Israelites that'll say, oh, nah, that's a heathen. You know, just look at him and say, nah, that's Esau. Because they not spiritual, man. Same thing with the whole Bob Marley thing. Bob Marley is a Jake, all right? For you Israelites out here saying that Bob Marley isn't a Jake, the Lord is not dealing with you, man. You're not seeing things in the spirit. You're seeing things according to the flesh. All right, you got to look at things in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, let me grab this. Rose. Let me see if I can find this. This is a Song of Solomon 1 and 10. It says, thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Thy cheeks going into, you know, King Solomon in his mouth. He had precious stones in his mouth. You know, gold, diamonds, rubies. Where you think, you know, Jake get that from? That goes all the way back to King Solomon, man. King Solomon, it says, thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Thy neck with chains of gold. So, hey, King Solomon had chains around his neck, you know, iced out. You know, teeth, diamonds, rubies, you know, different stones in his mouth. Hey, that's the spirit of Jake, man. This is the spirit of Jake right here, man. And we judge according to the spirit, not according to appearance, man. So you got to understand the history of how Jake was scattered. We were scattered to the other nations. You know, Jake was sleeping with these different women. You know, the other nations of women, they would have children by them. The children would look like the mother. You know, but the whole time, that's still an Israelite. You got Israelites that look like the so-called white man. You got Israelites that look like the Jewish. All right? But the whole time, that's a Jake. And then you have, on the other hand of that, you got Edomites that look like Jake. You got Edomites that, you know, might be dark complexion. You know, the whole time, it's an Edomite, man. So you can't just look at somebody and say, you know, oh, you're a heathen just because of what you look like. Nah, you got to try the spirit by the spirit. All right. And Jake got salt, man. That's one thing about Jake, man. Jake got salt. Ain't no white boy, you know, rapping on the beat like this, man. All right. Like Eminem and Jake, man. That's a Jake. All right. And you got to judge according to the spirit, man. All right. Jake got rhythm. All right, Jake is the former of all things, man. And that's another thing. Jake has always been big on in music, man. Got an ear for music, you know. Like King David. All right, this is Matthew 5 and 13. It says, you are the salt of the earth. Who? The Israelites. The salt of the earth. And if you imagine just eating some food without no salt, it's just bland, basic. That's what this life would be without Jake, man, without the Israelites, man. So we, you know, the Israelites are what? The salt of the earth. We give this place flavor, man. You know? Everything Jake touches, he put flavor on it, man. You know, you could, like, even Jake in the NBA, Jake, you know, you can just easily just do a regular dunk, but Jake do a 360, you know, throwing it through his legs, dunking on people. Why? Because Jake got flavor. Jake got salt, man. All right, it says Matthew 5:13, you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost its savior, wherewithal shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. All right, so Jake is the salt of the earth, man. All right, at the end of the day, the Most High is looking on the heart. All right, he's not looking on the outward. You know, the Most High is looking upon the heart. This is 1 Samuel 16:7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, nor on the height of his stature. Don't look at a man, how big he is, how tall he is. You know, even when you might get in a fight, you're not worried about how big this guy is, how tall he is, you know. Because the Lord at the end of the day is looking at the heart, man. You're not looking about your stature. Just like King David and Goliath. It wasn't about size. And that fight, Goliath and his size didn't save him. All right? But it says, but Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. So the Lord ultimately is looking at your spirit, man. All right, and if you got spiritual eyes, you should be able to tell, you know, a Jake from a fake. And this right here is a Jake. This is not a fake, man. Play the video. Watch the look at this. Look at this guy. You can't tell me this is not a Jake, man. If you say this is not a Jake, it's because the spirit is not on you, man. You judging according to appearance. Because yeah, he might look like a so-called white man, but guess what?
Fuck up, that boy a bimbo.
His mannerisms, his language, his lingo, it all says that this is a Jake, man. This is Jake right here, man. All right. So yeah, just a quick lesson, man. Don't look on the outward, look on the inward. You know, judge righteous judgment. Don't judge according to appearance. You know, BLP kosher. This is a Jake, man. All right. Listen to some of his music, watch it, and you know, comment what you think. All right. So with that, call Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai Bashim Rakakwadash. Till next time, Shalom.